Hello, I'm Marcus Boston. Quick educational video today, and we're going to talk about a parent's claim and a child's claim following a birth injury or birth trauma case. Now, I talked about this quickly in a video that I did a couple of weeks ago, and I just want to make sure, because I had some questions about this, I just want to make sure that you understand this concept or this topic. So when you bring a birth trauma case, or when you bring a negligence case, or a lot of cases in general, when you bring a case to the court, you got to bring all of your claims that you know of or that stem out of that event. You need to bring those things at the same time. You got to bring everything together. And so when we're talking about birth trauma cases, in some instances, there may be claims specifically that the parents may have that the child may not have immediately, all right? And so you've got to understand that. And just to give you a quick example of that. So let's say, for example, the child has suffered an injury at birth and the parents are paying medical bills and the parents are having to take time off from work, or they're losing their wages and things of that nature. These claims, the parents will be able to make a claim for those types of losses. They will be able to make a claim in their case for those types of things. Now, let's flip it around. The baby, let's look at the baby. The baby has injury. So the baby will be able to make certain claims that the parents may not necessarily be able to make. So let's say, for example, the child has suffered a brain injury, and because of that brain injury, it's going to prevent the child specifically from being able to do certain things. The child will then be able to make those types of claims for the injury or the harm that was specifically done to the child. So let's say that the child is going to need a wheelchair going into the future. The child is going to have to be able to make claims for certain things that they're going to need, not only today, but moving into the future. So the purpose of today's video is to just kind of give you an idea of how these cases work, that they're going to be, in some instances and sometimes, you're going to have claims specifically that the parents can make, and then there's going to be claims specifically that the baby is going to be able to make. But when we're talking about these cases, you want to be able to bring all this stuff at the same time. As they say in the law, you only get one bite at the apple. So you want to make sure that you have all of your claims organized and you bring everything together. So the purpose of today's video is to help you understand this concept. Maybe you're watching today because your child has suffered an injury at birth. Maybe your baby has an HIE diagnosis or a subsequent CP diagnosis, and you have questions about these things. Maybe you have lost your job and you're not able to work now, and all of these things are stemming from being able to take care of your baby and the things that is going to create. And so that is the purpose of today's video, to help you understand some of these things. If you have more questions, there's a telephone number down below. Go ahead and pick up the phone and call me. I speak with families all the time about HIE, MAS, CP, shoulder dystocia issues, brachial plexus injuries, and a whole host of injuries that can occur when we're talking about childbirth or birth trauma cases. One more thing before I go, I practice law here in the state of Maryland, and you got to understand that if you contact me, because this video is on the internet and you are not in Maryland, you got to understand that if this is something that we think we can assist you with, that we have to use co-counsel or local counsel. In other words, an attorney in your state, and that's something that we will work out and that we will take care of. But you got to understand that that is how we would have to be able to help you if this is something that we think that we can assist you with and you contact us and you're not in Maryland. All right, that's going to be it for today's quick educational video. Again, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm one of the childbirth injury and medical malpractice attorneys practicing law here in the state of Maryland at Boston Law Group, LLC. We will see you next time. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.